A very important aspect of this project or any project is how you submit your files. So in the last video, I asked you to save your file as an EPS and make sure that you save it with artboards. And when you do that, you get your original EPS file, but then you get a duplicate EPS file with a -01 after the file name, which indicates that it's artboard 01. So if the file had two artboards in it, you'd have a file that says -01, and then you'd have another file that says -02. So you have one EPS file per artboard. So what I'd like you to do is submit the -01 file. So you have your original here, 2-2 EPS, and then you'll submit -01. And one thing I want you to take note of is the size of these files. They're very large, 32.7 megabytes. That's a large file for vector graphics. The reason that the file is so large is because we have an image placed on our template layer. So we need to delete the image on the file that we're submitting. So we're submitting -01. We're going to go ahead and open that in Illustrator. We're going to take this template layer and we're just going to delete it. And then we're just going to save our file. And then when we close our file and we check the file size, we see that it's been reduced to 910 kilobytes. So that's less than a megabyte. And that's an appropriate size for vector art. So I don't want you to submit a file that's this large. I want you to submit the file that you have without your template image embedded. So for this assignment, you can just upload this EPS file. You don't need to create an assignment folder. You don't even need to zip it. Just upload this EPS, but check the size. Make sure that it's a small file size. If it's large, like this 32 megabytes, and yours is going to vary. It just depends on the size of the scan or image that you placed in your document. If it's really large like this, multi-megabytes, that means that you need to go into the template layer and delete that and then resave.